Hi everyone, welcome back to On Finance, and in this video we're going to cover Barclays PLC fundamental and technical analysis. Here's our quick disclaimer and our discussion points. We have the usual pattern. We have about the company, then we move to fundamental and technical analysis, and then we have market update, outlook, and strategies, and then trading results. So about the company, Barclays PLC actually is a financial service provider, and it has the following market segment: UK, Americas, Africa, Middle East, and Asia. So the company operates in two segments. We have Barclays UK and Barclays International Division. So they cover services such as retail banking, credit cards, wholesale banking, investment, and wealth management. So for the fundamental analysis, we have here the income statement. So by the way, the data for this review is actually as of April 4, 2023, and then as of this review, the stock price is actually trading at $7.41 per share, and we will be using the ADR version of the stock. Okay, and intraday it's actually up 0.66%. So going back to the income statement, here we had a 4-year historical performance from 2019 to 2022 fourth quarter. So the dark green here, we have the total revenue. Um, it's pretty much an uptrend except for 2020, which is actually showing us the impact of the COVID. And then a very similar pattern for the net income, except that in 2022, they have a bit of a decline from, I think, from 8 billion level down to 5 billion flat. Now for the balance sheet, we have here 2019 to 2022 period. Total assets actually is on a uptrend direction, very similar to the total liabilities. And the most interesting part is actually the financial ratio analysis. So the company has a current market cap of around 28 billion. Shares outstanding is around 4 billion. ROA is 0.41%. So that's pretty much low, considering this it's sub 1%. ROE is actually 8.58. Very good figure here. Dividend yield 7.60. So again, yield is a function of a price decline. P/E ratio is 5.11, and the PEG ratio is 0.09. Earnings per share 1.47, cash per share 325, and the book value per share is 21. And based on our computation using two financial metrics, the computed fair value of Barclays is around $10 for the ADR version. Okay, so comparing it to the competition, so we have here Lloyd's Banking, HSBC, NatWest, and Banco Santander. So for the Barclays, we have book value per share 21, fair value that's 10, and current price is 7, which is still below the computed fair value. So our call is actually still a buy, although we don't have Barclay in our portfolio as of this review. Okay, we are doing this review because some investor in eToro requested us to do a short review about the company, so that's why. So going back here, P/E ratio is actually 5. Now for Lloyd's Banking, book value per share is around 3, and then fair value is 4. Current price is actually 2. So it's still pretty much low. Actually, it has a potential of around at least 40-50% aside from the current level, and the P/E ratio is 6. So for HSBC, book value per share is 11. Computed fair value is around 32. Now, if you're going to look at here for the current price, it's around 34. So at this level of 34, HSBC is properly valued. Okay, based on our computation. And for the P/E ratio, it's around 9. For NatWest, book value of 7, fair value of 9, current price of 6, so it's still undervalued versus our computed fair value here, and P ratio of 7. And for Banco Santander, book value is 5. Fair value is actually 5. And then current price is at 3. And then P ratio of 6. Okay. Okay, so we jump to technical analysis. So here we're looking at the daily charts, and the price is actually trading at 7. Our COVID bottom here, and pre-COVID, that's 3.5 and 9.5 respectively. And the current support and resistance of the stock right now is at 6 and $8 per share respectively. Now looking at the moving average convergence divergence, or MACD, it is actually showing here a sideways movement with upward bias. Looking at that building up divergence right there. And then for our RSI here, it's actually trending at neutral zone, but probably picking up some strength going upward, um, as indicated by the MACD and the price movement here. We also have the parabolic SAR indicating a short upside right there. Now for the weekly, we are getting this reading from the MACD. We have an upward bias here. And again, for the RSI, very similar to the daily charts, it's actually trading around the neutral zone and started to pick up an upward movement. Although we don't have confirmation right yet for the parabolic SAR to for the price to rebound. But again, we're seeing this 6 as a very strong support, um, given that it already tested here as early as around June. Okay, it started to the price started to push down to 6, but failed to reach that gap, as well as this as early as I think December last year, when it actually failed to breach that 6 again. So this 6 level is again pretty much very solid support. So for our market updates and news that may significantly or may not significantly affect our valuation, we have here some news that Barclays investment banking chiefs promote new leadership team. So there's a positive sentiment to the market. We also have here some research financial analyst giving a buy rating for the company. So that's again another positive upside. And then for here another good news for the company. Its prime unit growth fuels 3.6 billion in financing arm. So that's about 6 days ago. Now, what's dragging the company? So we have here, of course, the most recent banking crisis, overcoming uh, SVB, and then we also have Credit Suisse. So pretty much the entire banking sector is in a downward pressure right now, but all you need to do is to grab some of them who have solid fundamentals and holding for long term. Okay, so going back here for the negative news, we have full list of HSBC, Barclays, Lloyd. So if you're going to look at these are uh, the some of the banking firms in the Eurozone, but now they're facing uh, closure of some branches because of again the negative sentiment of the market regarding the crisis in the US. For Barclays, shares sold again by a private investor or private advisor group. So that's pretty much a negative direction for the company. It actually reduced the company's position, the private advisors group position to or by 9.2% for the last quarter of 2022. And lastly, here we have Barclay warns of second wave of deposit outflows as sleepy depositors awake. So again, this is triggered by the panic that is overwhelming the banking sector right now. So we really have to be defensive and very careful in terms of grabbing or adding some financial stocks in our portfolio. So for our outlook and strategy, so if we can assess or reassess the situation, and given opportunity for a good buy, okay, level for the company. Our target long entry is at sub 6, so the 6 again is actually a very strong identified key support level for the company. So I think that's a good entry point for us. And then cost average in identified key levels down to 3.5 range, which is the COVID bottom. And then we're also going to consider the upcoming earnings report. Um, and we also noted that in Q4 2022, the company missed the earnings by around 311 million, adding to the negative sentiment of the market. And then we're also going to watch out for the policy rate of the Eurozone to pick up uh, above 4%. So we all know that a policy rate is actually a determinant of what we call the discount factor in evaluation of our stock positions. And our target price for 2023 is actually at $10 per share. So here's the last portion of our presentation, trading results for the last 30 days. We have all these figures here. So again, these positions are held for trading and not for long-term investing. So thank you again for tuning in. I hope that you were able to learn something from this video. Please like and share and subscribe, and remember to follow us on eToro.